When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for a second about Houston. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's McAllister. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Finds his big tight end. Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To throw, it's Beckman. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Catch in the middle, it's York. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Flips it out on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
The ball's free. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. They punted away on 4th down, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Barnes. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, these running backs, they've been put into challenging situations. That's the third time in the game on fourth they've decided to hand it off, and these guys have just found a way to make sure that they're able to keep these drives going.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They kick it away on fourth down. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Going to swing it on second down. The short hands. It's Payne. Spin. Still running. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Barnes. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff to the single back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Turning it on. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. There he goes! They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. New set of downs after the completion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connors. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. He's got his man across the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Working that left side now. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half. So,
oh, a lot of space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to...
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, TCU. A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. On the move, it's Connors. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Finds his man. It's Broussard. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moving out of the pocket. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. The play action fake. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Horned Frogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Broussard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Need. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the run, it's Battle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quarterback extends the play. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Connors. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Spin. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Houston! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Charlotte. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Give to the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, going up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he makes the catch at the 10. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown, Cougar! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the top.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hoover. With the catch, it's Palmer. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high.
It's a running room. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody